Good morning and welcome to day 2 of Vlogtober. Well, as you've just seen, I've just made a nice cup of tea, strawberry and pepper, and here it is. So I'm just going to go and sit down, have a drink for a little bit. I've been busy this morning, just basically tidying up a little bit, clean the kitchen, ready for some cooking, baking, and I'm just going to go and sit down for 10 minutes and have a nice drink, and then we'll start the cooking. And now I'm going to make a start on tonight's tea. So we're having sausage casserole tonight, and I'm going to do it in the slow cooker. So that is the first thing on my list. And the sausage casserole is now on, so it's cooking away, so I haven't got to think about tea now. So yeah, topped it up with some potatoes, just put some stock in for it to cook in for a bit, and then I will add sort of gravy later on when it's nearly done. Right, so job number 2 is fig chutney. Now this recipe came from kilnajar.co.uk and I found a couple of recipes online and they both look good, but I think the first one that I got from the BBC Good Food, it doesn't look like it makes a lot. Now I'm not sure how much this is going to give me, but I've got plenty of figs in. So you want 10 large figs and you want 2 red onions. You want balsamic vinegar, red wine, light muscadava sugar, olive oil, mixed spices, salt and pepper, and basically that's it. You put it all into a pan and you let it cook down for a bit until the liquid's reduced and it goes into like a syrupy consistency. Now what I'm going to do with this, I will share sort of this with you, but I'm not going to share every little step of this because it's just going to take me too long. I'll be here all day. So what I'll do is I'll just share a picture of the ingredients, them in the pan, and then sort of when it's down to its syrupy consistency, because it is supposed to be a sweet and sticky fig chutney. So we'll see how we get on with this, because I've never made fig chutney before, so I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, I'll take you along with me. And I thought I'd better come outside into my sewing room and do this little bit of filming, because in the kitchen I've got the extractor on and it's quite noisy, especially when you're wanting to film. Anyhow, everything is in the pan. I decided to double the recipe because there didn't actually look a lot in there. So I have doubled the recipe. I've got plenty of figs, just enough, you know, to do 2 recipes and have 1 or 2 left over for me. So it's on simmer, very low at the minute. So I thought, yeah, just pop out here and yeah, just have a little chat with you. I hope everybody's having a lovely day today. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go straight back in a second and stir. So I think we've got probably, I don't know, maybe half an hour to an hour to get it to sort of reduce down and get everything cooked and get it to go sticky. And then I need to get my jars ready. I also need to wash up. The kitchen's in a bit of a mess, so I need to wash up, prepare my jars, and then I'm going to get on with the cake. So when the cake's cooking, I'm going to go and sit down and have some lunch. I think I need it now. But firstly, I need to go into the garden and get my washing in. So I will see you all a little bit later on. And the fig chutney's in the water bath cannon now, so that's processing. It's got to go for 15 minutes and then that'll be sort of shelf stable then for months, years to come. It's not going to last that long, but I might make some more because that was a double batch and it produced 10 small jars, so 9 in the water bath cannon, and I've got 1 that I'm going to put in the fridge that we're going to eat now. Now I couldn't resist tasting it because I don't like having to wait. So what I've done, I've got my little autumn plate and I've got some cheese and crackers here with a bit of fig chutney on. So let's taste it and see what we think. Mmm. Mmm. That's nice. You can definitely taste it's thick. Really good. I'm really pleased that I made a double batch. Otherwise I'd only have had 5 jars. For all that work, 5 jars. So yeah, 10 jars. That's not bad. So I might, at some point this month, do another quick batch. So I've got plenty to last me then till fig seasons in next year. So I'm just going to go and enjoy this now while I'm waiting for the chutney to finish off, and then it's on with the spiced apple cake. And I've all finished in the kitchen now. I've had a sit down and watched Hocus Pocus, and I've had 2 cups of tea, and I've had my dinner. Sausage casserole turned out really nice. It's lovely. There's plenty there. Obviously Kevin's not in yet. It's like nearly times it's 10 o'clock. He's not back yet. They're still down at Adele's studio working. So there will be leftovers for tomorrow, which is good. So that means I can probably have a crafty day tomorrow and not have to think about cooking tea, which will be nice. Seems I've spent all day in the kitchen today, so I'm a bit tired now. The apple cake, I used a loaf tin this time instead of one of my round tins, and it turned out beautifully. I will put a picture in, but I thought, as I'm here, I would do a taste test with you, because it's still warm, so it crumbled up a bit when I cut it, but it smells really nice. So that is the cake. So you can see there's nice big chunks of apple, even though it's got mixed spices in, it's not too strong or anything. So we're going to have a bit of a warm apple cake. That is lovely. Really lovely. I just need a cup of tea now. But that is really good. And having the demerara sugar sprinkled on the top, it's got a bit of a crispy top. And I used cooking apples. You know how sour cooking apples can be, but the amount of, I can't remember how much sugar I put in now, but it's just enough sugar. It's absolutely perfect. The apples are just sweet enough, so they're not sour and they're not too sweet. So it's definitely a winner, this one. So yes, I think Kevin and Jake, and probably even Adele, will enjoy it. Anyhow, as it's Hocus Pocus this well, probably tomorrow now, I did say to Adele last year I would like a Hocus Pocus mug. I bought the design, and it's of, I think it's of all the, yeah, it's like all the cast members. You've got Billy, you've got Binks and everything, and yeah, I wanted to do a mug, and we just never got round to doing it. So I did mention it to her yesterday, so she had a little play last night, and we got some black mugs, and they do have a white sort of panel on the mug, and when she'd printed it, you can see that, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but around the design and the top here, it's looking brown. That should be black. So that one hasn't turned out very well, and even the image is a little bit blurry. So she thought it was something she'd done wrong, or the printer, or the press, so she did another one. And it came out even worse. It's even lighter. Shouldn't be like that. So she decided to try it on a white mug, and the white mug was perfect. So it was the black mugs. So we've had them for a couple of years, and yeah. So I have got my mug now, and I was saving that like for Hocus Pocus 2. So I'm very, very tempted to go and sit and watch that actually while she's not here. We'll just have to tell her if I do, so it's secret. But I must admit, I really enjoyed watching the original one. I always find it a little bit difficult though when Binks gets run over, because our cat Binks got run over about 5 years ago. So I still find it a little bit hard watching that bit, but it's a good film. I like the film, so you know, I think I'm getting better each year when it comes to that. That's the only sad part of it. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to the next one. Oh, I thought I'd just show you a bit of what progress I've made on my knitting before I go in. I've done, oops, I'm dropping my stitch markers. I've done a bit, so what am I on? I'm on the second colour on the foot, so it's coming. Oops, there we are getting there. And I've got my little kitty cat stitch marker on there, which my very good friend Sarah from Wath-upon-Dearne made me for my birthday a few years ago. I think I've got another one which is grey, and it's really nice, really cute. It's nice and solid. Excuse me. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in the house, make a cup of tea, have my piece of cake, and sit down and do a little bit of knitting. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for your comments yesterday. I have replied to everything, and I will see you all again tomorrow for Vlogtober day 3. Have a good evening everybody. Bye for now.